Courtney Brickner, owner of The Crafty Brick. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do a little comparison between my Heatpress Nation heat press and my HTVRont heat press. Last week I showed you just some features of the HTVRont, but I've had a little bit more time to work with it. So today I just wanted to test out some different projects using both the machines, and I wanted to do a little comparison to see how these two machines stack up to each other. Come on, let's check it out. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the heating up time between the two machines. So I did an actual timed trial between both of the machines. I heated them up from turning them on up to 400 degrees, and I just wanted to see how each of them did. So check out and see who won that contest. Wasn't that amazing? I was seriously shocked by how much faster the HTVRont press took to heat up to 400 degrees, while this one took almost 30 minutes. I mean, it was a really big difference. But I mean, speed means nothing if you can't get the job done. So let's see how they both work. Next, let's talk about ease of use between the two machines. Both the machines actually have a slide out drawer, which is very, very nice. It makes it easy to put your materials on without touching the top plate, and so that is nice so you're not burning your fingers. The drawer that the Heatpress Nation Signature Series pulls out of, I've just got a small sweatshirt here, and I just want to show you, you put it on, the hood goes through the back, and then you slide it in, and then the lid is able to close very easily. When you've got the HTVRont, I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. Let's flip this camera around a little bit better so you can see. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with the Heatpress Nation. I'm just going to lay my sweatshirt in here, and you'll see that it's a little challenging to get that hood in. So I'll try to bring it around to the back, but I don't even have the machine on right now. So if I was doing this when it's on, you're definitely gonna burn yourself trying to get this hoodie in. So maybe I turn it around and try to do it from this angle. Let's see how that works out. You still are gonna have to bring this bottom portion of your shirt, kind of roll it and slide it so that it does fit in. And then you do have your hoodie fitting on there. Let's see if it actually closes with all of that fabric pushed in back there. Okay, and it does close. So if you put the hoodie facing forward, I prefer not working upside down. That's just a personal preference. But it doesn't really close if you're going to be working with a hoodie and you're trying to slide the lower drawer back in. Now, if you're working with a t-shirt, that's a different story. You pull out the drawer. It is, once again, very easy to put it on the Signature Series press, push it in, and that works out well. With the HTVRont, you're gonna go ahead and lay it on the press. You have to like roll the t-shirt in just a little bit, but a t-shirt is a really thin material, so I think it works really great with this HTVRont. And then you push it in, then slide it back out, and it's really easy. So I think since it's not a really thick material like a hoodie, the t-shirt actually works really well with the HTVRont press. So next, what I'd like to check out is how the pressure works when you're actually making something. So unfortunately, the design that I'm getting ready to use, it's a tote bag. I make these frequently, and the problem with them is that I have to use a pressing pillow in order to make the design because of the thickness at the bottom and then the handles. It prevents from getting even pressure on my design. So I always use a pressing pillow. So when I'm using my Signature Series with that tote bag, I'm actually going to have to take the mat off that comes with the press because my pressing pillow will not fit with the mat, and then the heat press doesn't close. Even if I put it on the lowest pressure, it still doesn't close. So with this project, I have to remove the mat, put the pressing pillow inside my tote bag, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Put the pressing pillow in here. And then I place my tote bag on my machine. Make sure that bottom part is laid flat. I just want to make sure that the whole design is getting even pressure. I need to make sure the pressing pillow is below the handles so that the handles become even with the tote bag. And then everything should work correctly. Let me get my butcher paper so I can have some blowout paper here so we don't get any ink on the top of our press. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this back in, close my press, and it's on a pretty heavy pressure. All right, it is ready to open. Let's check this one out. Oh, put it on upside down. Put it on upside down. Isn't that wonderful? But whatever, we can see the color. So we're checking out the color and how the pressure is on both the machines. So now we're gonna go ahead and check out the HTVRont and see how that looks. Hopefully I don't put it on upside down. All right, now we're gonna check out the HTVRont press for this other tote bag. Hopefully this one is not upside down. I really was using that one for an order, but obviously that's not gonna work because I can't sell it upside down. But anyway, so I've got my, my pressing pillow in here, and I can leave the mat on with this one because it still closes. But let's see. So let me get the handles through here. It's just not as easy as the other heat press because there's not a lot of room to work with. So I think that is just one of the downsides of this machine. There's not a lot of room, but it's in. Let's get my paper on here. We'll push it in, closes easily, press it down, and it goes automatically, and when it's finished, it will open automatically. So we'll see what it does. Okay, we've got 4 seconds left on the HTVRont press. We're making a tote bag. It opens up. Let's pull it out and see how it did. And like I said before, this paper always gets caught on the inside. It gets stuck to the top, which I'm not sure about that. Alrighty, so let's check out and see how they did. I think it might be a little bit hard for you to tell in the video, but the picture over here from the Signature series is very, very crisp, and the one from the HTVRont is not. And actually, the black colors are just a little bit faded compared to the Signature series. I wish I could really show you exactly how it looks, but this one is definitely lighter. I thought I might be able to show you a little bit better with the picture. You can just see on the left-hand side, if you look at the umbrella, the peel around the orange, the drink, the hat, and even the words, all of those are a little bit brighter and crisper in the left-hand picture, which is the Signature series. Okay, the last thing I want to check out is how it does with the pressure and getting the color correctly. Is it enough pressure when I'm doing sublimation to get the colors right? So I've got a scrap piece of a polyester fabric here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this out. Get my fabric there. And then I've just got, this is actually a tumbler design. I'm just doing a test design just to see how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and tape that down. It's just a test fabric, so it's not gonna be a big deal. We just wanna see how the pressure works with the color. All right, so we'll go ahead and push that in, press it down, and let's see what it does. And then I'm also gonna do it on the Signature series and see how it holds up. Okay, let's check this one out. Take the paper off. Oh, that one looks pretty good. All right, now let's check out and see what the Signature Series is. Okay, I've got my second test fabric here. We're gonna go ahead and put that on our press and close it. Oh, it's got the same pressure from before. Let's see what it does. All right, let's see what we've got here. Remove our fabric. Okay, so I did them with different sizes because I wanted to make sure I remembered which one was the Signature Series and which one was HTVRont. So here's the Signature Series and here's HTVRont. They both look really good. I would say the colors are very comparable. So in conclusion, I think that the HTVRont is a very good heat press. I think it depends on what you want to make. So if you need to make hoodies and thicker materials, it might not be the best machine for you. And if you want to do things that require longer than 99 seconds to make, this is not the machine for you either, because that's the highest amount of time that you can get to with the HTVRont. I feel like its ease of use with the slide out drawer is nice, but with this clamshell giving you so much more space to work with, I feel like it's a little bit easier to use the Signature Series press. It is nice with the slide out drawer, but when you've only got about an inch and a half, inch and a quarter of space to work with, it makes it a little bit challenging. But I feel like when you were needing a specific amount of pressure, a little bit higher pressure, like when we were using the tote bags, I feel like the Signature Series performed better. With the sublimation, they were about the same. So if you're using a thin material for sublimation, you don't need really heavy pressure, and you're not using a thick material, I think the HTVRont would be a good option for you. The price point between the two machines is quite a bit different. I believe the HTVRont is $279, whereas the Signature Series is $699. So there definitely is a price difference. But I think that you wouldn't be disappointed with the HTVRont if you have a very specific thing that you typically make, which is maybe t-shirts, sublimating t-shirts, or using vinyl on t-shirts. I felt like the vinyl, I didn't test that today, but I have tested it, and they were very comparable with the vinyl as well. I hope that this was helpful, and if it was, please don't forget to give that thumbs up and to subscribe and turn those notifications so that you don't miss anything crafty. I'll be back with some more crafty content in the near future. Until then, stay crafty, my friends.